Hey everyone, what's going on, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be opening a Panini 2025 Score Football box. So there is 90 cards in this box and 6 packs. I've already opened the first one, and I was doing that on recording I was recording it until my camera decided it didn't want to be in place anymore and fell over. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. But I'm just going to essentially repeat everything that I just said here. So I'd already opened the first pack. As you can kind of see, it's in my hand here. I'm not going to reveal anything just yet. And I'm just going to kind of repeat everything that I just said on the past recording. So I'm honestly not going to lie, I don't know a ton about football cards, but it is something I do want to get into just because I absolutely love, trading cards in general, as of course is the whole point of this channel, as well as football here as well. So I thought, since the Super Bowl was just this last weekend here, why don't we do a football pack opening? So let's jump straight into this here. Another thing as well I just wanted to mention is that I'm feeling a little bit sick, so if I sound a little bit different than usual, that is why. So starting off here, I've already opened this pack, like I previously mentioned before. So we're starting off with Jaden Higgins. I'm going to try and pronounce a lot of these names right, but please forgive me if I get a couple of them wrong. So yeah, these are all rookies, I believe. I'm not sure if these are all rookies. I don't believe so. I'm going to sound like an absolute idiot doing this here, but Quinshon Judkins, of course, as well. Baltimore Ravens, Rashad Bateman. That one's backwards. That's a nice card. That is a lovely looking card. Of course, this is one of the cards you do want to look for as well. You want to look for one of the green parallels, I believe. These ones are. So Rashad Bateman is our first one here of the Baltimore Ravens. And then we have a Throwbacks Calvin Ridley. This is a very, very nice looking card here. Now that I think about it, I'm actually just going to grab my penny sleeves because I don't have those out. So I will do that and be right back. Alrighty, so we're going to be chucking the Rashad Bateman in here into a penny sleeve, as well. I'm going to chuck this Throwbacks in as well here in just a sec. Once we reveal what the next card is, got a sideways card. Celebration Michael Penix. So I'm going to chuck that up there while I chuck this one in a penny sleeve. These are some nice looking cards, I'm not going to lie. So, of course, Celebration Michael Penix. Should be back to the base cards now. Cade Otton, Throwbacks. That's also a nice looking card. So we do have another Throwbacks. So, yeah, kind of like I said earlier, I am slowly but surely getting into football more and more. As I'm a huge Packers fan, so Jordan Love, I actually have his jersey up on my wall behind me here. So I'd love to pull him today. That'll be awesome. Xavier Worthy, that's another player that I really, really like. Of course, I'm not a huge Chiefs fan, but I do quite enjoy Xavier Worthy. So, chuck that one down here. Ken Anderson. Rich Gannon. Rashid Shaheed, that's a good card to pull. I quite like that card. Rashard White. I apologize as well if I'm pronouncing any names wrong. We actually got more cards in here. I thought we were done. Jalen Carter. Trey McBride, and that is it. So I'm honestly not sure. I think this one is the full green parallel that we are looking for, just because if you look at the difference here, I believe this is a base card, just because this green does go all the way around the border here. It's not actually a frame. It does go all the way around the border, so we're just going to keep that one up there for now. Okay, time for pack number 2. Okay. Mason Graham, rookie. Zach Beck, rookie. Harold Fannin, rookie. Raheem Sanders, rookie. It's like, okay, so we got a Colts card coming up. I'm not sure. It does look like it is backwards here. So we do have a rookie, one of these green parallels here. It looks like, I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. I apologize to any Colts fans out there. I'm not even going to try. So Amika Buka is the next one. I'm just going to sleeve this rookie here. There we go. League leaders, Nick Westbrook. 98-yard touchdown. That's a nice card. Looks like we got a Caleb Williams card, throwbacks. So for those who don't know and kind of just watch this channel for fun or whatever, and don't follow football as much, I am a huge Packers fan, like I mentioned earlier. So to pull a Caleb Williams card is pretty funny. But you know what? I'll take it. Caleb Williams is a very sought-after player, so it should be easy to sell. Looks like we're going back to base. Trent Green. I'm going to pull more penny sleeves here. Sleeve up this Caleb Williams. So I'm going to chuck all of these into a pile here. There we go. You can somewhat see them. Trent Green, Austin Eckler, Jordan Addison, George Kittle, Chris Jones, and that is that for that pack. So we pulled a couple there. We, of course, got the Caleb Williams card, so that was going to be more, probably, I'm not sure exact comps on these, to be completely honest. I didn't really look before, which is something I probably should have done, but whatever. I'll check them on screen as well. So starting off again with our rookies, I've kind of noticed you generally start with your rookies with these packs. Jaden Blue. Okay. Got a celebration Michael Penix. I think this is the exact same one we pulled before, to be completely honest. Got another sideways one here. It's another celebration, Trey McBride. Attack. I haven't seen this one before. Looks, guessing by the colors, this can be the Ravens. Yeah, Andrew Van Ginkel. Sack Attack. It's a nice card. I'm going to sleeve that one in just a second. Barry Sanders. Hall of Fame card. Devonta Smith. Mike Evans. Chase Brown. Talon Tracy. And Stephon Diggs. And final card, Sam Darnold. Of course, Super Bowl champ Sam Darnold. Finally. So, yeah, so I would love to see or hear your guys' thoughts on the Super Bowl this past weekend. Of course, I'm recording this the Monday after, but by the time it comes out, it'll probably be Saturday. As I'll be heading away, so I'm scheduling a couple videos here so the channel can still stay afloat while I'm out of town and give you guys some content as well. So Derek Harmon, rookie. That's a nice rookie card. Kelvin Banks. Pat Bryant. So yeah, so they seem to start with a whole bunch of rookie cards. And we have Brian Thomas Jr. Jaguars. Oh, that's a lovely looking card. That is a super, super nice card, and unfortunately the quality and the lighting here doesn't really show how nice this card actually is. And unfortunately, I've already spoiled the next one, which is a celebration Mike Evans. I was a little bit worried we were going to pull another Michael Penix celebration. I would have been a little bit disappointed with that, to be completely honest with you here. Chuck that one right there. Oh, this one's numbered too. I didn't even notice. Out of 499, up in the corner there. So Brian Thomas Jr., that's probably going to be the hit of this box, I'm guessing. That is a really, really nice pull. I'll pop up comps and stuff for the notable cards here as well once back in post-editing and whatnot. So that's our Mike Evans celebration. CeeDee Lamb throwbacks. I really, really enjoy these throwbacks cards. I'm not going to lie. I really, really enjoy them. Is this another celebration card? It is. Puka Nacua. Of course, one of the leading receivers this year. I believe he finished second in Offensive Player of the Year voting this year. So it kind of seems like if I'm comparing this to the Upper Deck Series 1 packs, it kind of looks like you're going to get throwbacks most of the time in these. And then a couple others as well, kind of scattered throughout. So it looks like we're just going back to our base cards here now. Josh Jacobs. Yes, I'm really happy about that. Of course, Josh Jacobs, another Packer, another one of my favorite players as well. Super, super stoked to pull him here. It might only be a base card, but it'll be a nice one for the collection for sure. And AJ Barner. Kahil Shakir. Nice. Okay, 2 more packs to go here. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts of the recent Super Bowl here. I'd love to know what you guys thought. I personally thought it wasn't the best comparing it to the last couple of years, but my personal parlay didn't hit, unfortunately, which is a little bit disappointing, which I thought it was going to be a for sure hit, but unfortunately it really didn't. The only thing I did hit was I took JSN's receiving under, and man, he had a rough game. So it looks like we got, oh, that's not even the next card. These two are stuck together. We got a Jacksonville Jaguars card. Flip this one over. So that's another one of these green parallels here. We'll just take these out of the way. The next one is the Sack Attack. And we'll just sleeve up this card here. And I'll chuck it right there. So the Sack Attack is Kyle Van Noy. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong or completely butchering anyone's names. So I'll sleeve that one here in just a second. It looks like we got an Ashton Genty card. That's a nice looking card. Not sure about these uniforms though. They're a little bit interesting. Chuck that one up there as well. Oh, league leaders. 103-yard interception. I missed that one somehow. That's a nice looking card too. Christian McCaffrey. Robert Spillane. Vlad McConkey. Brian Burns. And final card of this one, it will be 49ers, Brock Purdy. Pulled a couple 49ers in that pack. Okay, so moving on to our final pack here of this box. Of course, there are 90 cards in this box. So it's probably the biggest box I've opened in any sport, as of recent times at least. Maybe when I was younger, I opened some bigger baseball or something like that. And of course, baseball season starting up soon. We will have I'll have some baseball videos coming out once that gets going as well. So yeah. So just skimming through these rookies here. Josh Downs zoned in. I'll flip this one off camera so it doesn't give it away. Oh, this is a thick card. Oh, it's a patch. It's a patch locked in. Josh Downs. Sorry. Let's see if this is numbered at all. It is not. So it is a patch, but it's not from any specific game or anything like that. Let me just have a look and see if I have any thicker penny sleeves in here. I'm not sure if I do. This one any thicker? This one might be thicker. I'm not sure, to be honest. But anyway, I'll put it to the side for now and sleeve it in a little bit. I'll put it on top of the box up here, maybe. That is a nice card to pull. I'm not sure what the odds are on pulling a patch here, but that one's pretty cool. So next one, Buccaneers. Chris Goodwin. So this is another one of our parallels here, so I'll sleeve that in just a sec. And next one, Garrett Wilson throwbacks. I just love the look of these cards. They're so nice. Especially like the throwbacks, they look really, really nice. I think overall, Panini has done a pretty good job with this year, but I would say the throwbacks are probably my favorite cards this year. So Garrett Wilson, of course. Looks like we got another celebration. Malik Neighbors, that is a nice card. Of course, giant star receiver there, Malik Neighbors. And that's most likely it for all of our parallels, I am guessing. Chuck that on throwbacks. Oh no, we got a sack attack left. Hunter of the Texans. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know very much about the Texans, other than CJ Stroud really struggled this year in the playoffs in the second round there. So it looks like we're going back to our base here. Etienne Jr. is the first base we pull. Yeah, lots of rookies here that we've pulled, so that's nice. Not a ton of notable ones that will be super easy to flip or anything like that, but we'll see how they do. Chopper Robinson. And Russell Wilson is the final card that we pull. Of course, it's still a Steelers photo, though, so that's a little bit interesting. Yeah, interesting. Alrighty, so that is all of our 90 cards. Of course, the big hit I think that we pulled was probably this patch, Josh Downs. Of course, I'll check the comp up back there. You'll see roughly how much recent comps have been going for. But then, yeah, we did pull quite a few parallels as well as a rookie parallel. And I would say overall we did pretty well. So, yeah, maybe I'm completely wrong. I'll chuck these the sack attacks back up here as well. So they're somewhat visible. I would say we did pretty well overall. Let me know how you think I did, if you've pulled better, worse, that kind of thing. Your kind of overall experience with different brands with football as well. But anyway, thank you very much for everyone for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what your favorite card that we pulled, your favorite card that you've pulled kind of ever, or anything like that. And we'll see you next week. Peace.